So, the new Mortal Kombat has been announced. First off, the person that thought, "Oh man, we're going to call it Mortal Kombat 1."
Go fuck himself.
The what?
Go fuck himself.
Oh yeah, that person should be fired immediately just for thinking about that. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that person. Secondly, uh, okay, if we're talking about the trailer itself, it does look interesting.
Yeah.
I like the fact that Liu Kang is actually a decent god. Unlike every other character, he's actually trying. In the trailer, he says, "Well, everyone can live as they want. If you want to be, live and fight constantly, you can. If you want to live in peace, you can do that too." And he seems like a fairly reasonable and balanced god. So that's pretty cool. And I like the idea that, been a problem with Mortal Kombat that ever since John Tobias left, they've not been really able to continue the story in any sort of proper manner. Every time they try to do, like we've seen recently, oh, okay, we're going to reboot Mortal Kombat with 9, and then okay, that's fine, and then you have one game under the new timeline, and then you reboot it immediately, and afterwards, with 11, then you think, well, I can't wait for Mortal Kombat 12, and they have a DLC where they reboot the reboot, and it's like, okay, and that's when Liu Kang becomes a god. Oh no, he was a god before that, but still, and it's just dumb. And now, it seems like it's the first game in the NetherRealm Studio era where they can actually write a story. Uh, that's not just Mortal Kombat,
Bless you.
1, 2, 3, and maybe they do 1, 2, 3, and maybe a little bit of 4, but they always pussy out. It seems that Scorpion and Sub-Zero are now allies. The realm of Edenia is whole again. So Shao Kahn has not destroyed the land of Kitana. Her sister Melina is still there, but she seems to be an ally now. Um, there's Human Raiden. Everyone seems to have reset in not a perfect life, but in a way that's more okay. Here's a shot at having a decent life. So now Shao Kahn, Shang Tsung still exists, but at least the realm of Edenia has not been conquered by Shao Kahn. Scorpion is still a ninja, and he's still probably going to have to fight, but, it's implied, I guess, that his family is not dead because he doesn't seem to be a specter. He just seems to be a normal dude now. So that's actually pretty interesting. Unfortunately, it's fucking Mortal Kombat, and we know they've been, like, balls deep into that ESG. So, not only was it woke, but on top of that, it was super anti-consumer. The shop in Mortal Kombat 11 was the worst
I'm sure that
fucking shop. What?
I'm sure this gonna be Mortal Kombat 1 will be extremely well coded.
Oh, probably. It's gonna be woke coded, and even if it isn't, and it is going to be, it's going to have like terrible amounts. There's already like you can already pre-order Shang Tsung, so it's like, oh, okay, so already that's a red flag. Can I just get a complete game at launch? Is it going to be like it was basically it was built as a free to play because it was built like all these games that have that are free to play, and you have microtransactions. That's fine when the game is free, but when I'm paying 60-70 dollars for a game plus tax, and now you're telling me, oh, that mask I want for Scorpion, not only do I have to pay for it, but it's like on rotation, so I basically have to, it's basically built as a a casino to keep me in there forever, so I never leave.
Mm-hmm.
It was its monetization was bad, like on par with Overwatch 2. It was terrible. And now, I the trailer looks interesting, but fuck if Mortal Kombat hasn't like abused, all of my good fucking faith. So I kind of I just can't I can't muster enough strength to give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It looks cool, but it's
Understandable.
probably going to be ass. It's going to be ass. It's going to be woke coded. It's going to have all. It's going to have all the light woke bullshit if it's not overtly woke, and it's going to have a ton of microtransactions. And at the end, Liu Kang will resign his role as a god and will let a strong black independent woman be the new god of the universe. And she will reset the universe so white people don't exist and everyone will be black.
Maybe.
And
I
that's
won't lie. I'm thinking that there will be that even if you say something like this as a joke, it will
oh, but
happen.
that's what I was going to say. You in Jax's ending in MK11, he literally had an ending where he tried to make a world without slavery, and then the implication is that, well, if you make a world without slavery, if you didn't have the North Atlantic trade,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Okay,
um,
something dumb. Okay, let's.
he erases his own daughter out of existence because their ancestors never came to America. Some people just stop existing, and he's like, oh, it took me a couple of retries before I managed to make a timeline where slavery doesn't happen, but my daughter and my wife still exist because I didn't like erase them because their ancestors are still in Africa or some shit. And you're like, what the fuck is this?
That's the stupidest thing that I ever heard.
Oh,
Everyone
it's
that listened to you, listen to that, who watched that, is dumber now than ever.
yeah. You're slightly dumber because you heard that. It's terrible. I can't
May
fucking
God
stand
have
Mortal
mercy
Kombat
on you.
anymore. Oh no, he won't. I can't fucking stand Mortal Kombat. It used to be cool. I liked MK9, but then MK10, you could tell that okay, you did Shinnok, but you can't really write a story that's worth a shit. And then they did like MK11 and they pulled some shit out of their ass. But it's just not good. It's just nonsense.
Okay.
It just disappointing. Constant disappointment.
Okay. Sounds dumb enough.
Fuck Mortal Kombat.